All right, we are one more category until we get to the palettes. This is my primer slash setting spray drawer. As you can see, it is full to the brim. It is layered, and I do not like that. Matter of fact, I don't even have room to put anything in there. So this one is probably going to be a pretty good size declutter. Let's dive in. I think I'm going to go into the newer items first and kind of select from here what I think I want to keep, and then I'll kind of go from there. Keep in mind, this may run a little bit long. I do apologize. I'll try to get through it quickly as I can, but you guys say you like longer videos, so thank you for being here, and y'all know what I say if it does get too long. Grab your tacos and your tequila, your milk and cookies, your Doritos, Cheetos, or Fritos, whatever is your pleasure, and sit back and relax and enjoy the show. Don't forget to give the video a thumbs up if you do enjoy, and subscribe. I'd love to have you be part of my beauty family. Okay, first up, I have the Smashbox Photo Finish Illuminate Glow Primer. I feel like I have enough, especially in the realm of glow products, so I think I can go ahead and pass that along. Next up, I have the TYS Beauty Final Treat Hyaluronic Acid Infused Setting Spray. I do also kind of quickly want to note too that there are setting sprays that are more meant for just kind of setting the complexion, meaning it's kind of just taking away any powderiness, cakiness, things like that. And it's meant to more hydrate and or refresh the makeup, if you will. And there are long wearing setting sprays that help to prolong the wear, obviously, of your makeup. And then I do also have just more like refreshing sprays and stuff like that. So I just want to kind of note that. This is a treat for skin that weightlessly sets makeup all day and visibly minimizes the appearance of pores, resulting in a refreshed and hydrated finish. I think because I do have drier skin and this is an actual setting spray, I think I will hold on to this one. Next up, we have a multi-purchase for me. This is the Rebel Rouge Labs Stay Potion number 13. I think I will hold on to this as well. It is a favorite for me. Next up, we have the CAB Cosmetics Hydrating Setting Mist. I feel like I've already kept the TYS, and I obviously have plenty, so I'm going to go ahead and set this to the side. For now, it's going to go in the declutter pile. Next up, I have this one from Dear Midnight. It is also new, and again, I have plenty, so I'll go ahead and pass that one along. Next up, I have the Ciate London, the Vitamin Boost Plumping Primer, and it says it has niacinamide and peptides to help reduce the appearance of fine lines and probiotics, hydrate, and moisturize. So I think I'll hold on to this one. And then we have the Jaclyn Cosmetics X Robin collection. This was like the collection she did with her mother. Of course, this is no longer a brand, but this is the All Set Setting Spray. I still do feel like I have plenty and I have a lot open, so I'm going to go ahead and put this in the declutter pile, at least for now. Next up, I have the Tease Suit of Armor Battle Prep Face Primer. Again, I have enough, so I'm going to go ahead and pass that along. Next, I think I'm going to kind of get together ones that are kind of holy grails slash ones that I am kind of currently using up. All right, these are kind of the ones that I have really been reaching for a lot lately. I have the Stila One Step Correct. This is almost gone, so I think I'm gonna go ahead and put this back in my everyday drawer and go ahead and get it used up. I'm also gonna note, I'll try to remember to pop the date right here for you guys, but the Ulta 21 Days of Beauty is going on right now, and there is a day that this is gonna be 50% off. If you are somebody that has hyperpigmentation, you have sallowness, you have darkness, and like myself, you have redness, this is phenomenal. So absolutely keeping this. Next up is my favorite setting spray. This is the Cali Ray Surf Proof Setting Spray. And this one is incredible. I feel like this absolutely prolongs the wear of my makeup. The mister on here is incredibly fine as well. It doesn't have a strong scent or anything, so holding on. Next up, another one that I've been using a ton is the Power Grip Dewy Setting Spray. This claims that it is a power grip and that it prolongs the makeup. It does not, in my opinion. I have used this. You can see I've used a lot of it. I've used this consistently. I like this to kind of how I was explaining earlier, to just kind of set the makeup down and kind of make the makeup set into the skin, become one with the skin, as opposed to sitting on top of the skin, if you will. But my makeup was still running. So it could be the fact that it gets incredibly hot and muggy here in the summer months, but I do love it for that. It is hydrating and it does make the skin and the makeup look really pretty and dewy. I also use this prior to makeup application, so holding on to that. It is nice, but it does not prolong the wear. Next up is another e.l.f. primer that is almost gone. This is the Power Grip Primer with niacinamide. I really like this, and it's odd that I do like this so much because I'm not somebody that likes sticky or tacky textures. But it's phenomenal. This, I do feel like, helps to really grip the makeup, keep it in place, and I really do feel like it prolongs the wear of makeup, and obviously, drugstore pricing, so holding on to that for sure. Next up is newer to my collection, but I've really been loving this. I did take this on vacation, and it did work beautifully. This is the brand new Urban Decay All-Nighter, the Hyaluronic Acid and Watermelon Fruit Extract. Woo! Long-lasting setting spray, all-day wear. I do like this. I like the scent of it and stuff like that, so holding on. Another one that is getting used up pretty well is the Ole Henriksen, the Banana Bright Face Primer. This one I love because it does, brighten and kind of plump and stuff like that. It adds a little bit of hydration. And for me, having more dry skin, I really love that. So holding on to that. All right, let's throw another round of stuff down here. All right, first up is the Laura Mercier, the Translucent Pure 16-Hour Setting Spray. I've only used this a couple of times, so I don't really have full-on thoughts, but I'm going to go ahead and hold on to it for travel purposes. Next up is also one that's almost gone. I'm not sure if you guys are going to be able to tell, but it's about half gone. This is the Huda Beauty, the Glow Cocoa Hydrating Mist. Again, I definitely wanted to clarify that there is a difference between a hydrating type of spray and a full-on locking setting spray. I really do like this. I still have a lot. I'm going to put this right here in front of me just because I love the scent of it, and that's going to be maybe for now. Next up is a all-time classic, of course, the MAC Fix Plus. This is the lavender. This is another one that is more of a hydrating or a refreshing. For me, it's more of, it's refreshing, and again, kind of just takes away any powderiness or anything like that. I really do like this, so I'm going to hold on to it. Next up is another old school classic. This is the Tarte Base Tape Hydrating Primer. I feel like I can go ahead and let this go. If you are looking for a primer though, and this is their older packaging as well, if you're looking for a primer that is very thin, it's just like a very thin lotion consistency, but offers a good amount of hydration, this is lovely. If you do not like coconut, you will not like this. So, you would not like this because it does smell like coconut, but I can go ahead and pass that along. Next up, another one that I've used a ton of is the Moira, the Illuminating Glow Primer. I think I'm going to keep this. This one does not offer a lot of actual hydration or pore diffusion. This is more of it just looks glowy and pretty on the skin, so I'll hold on to that and try to finish that up. Last up for this little tiny pile is the Grown Alchemist, the Anti-Pollution Primer. The only reason I'm going to declutter this, and I am going to declutter it, is because of the scent. It is quite perfumey. Now the texture here is lovely. It honestly kind of reminds me of my Dermatology one. It does offer a little bit of pore diffusion. It's kind of that really pretty cooling gel texture. I just do not like the scent of it. It is pretty perfumed. Next up, we have the Glow Recipe Watermelon Glow Ultra Fine Mist. I really do like this, and when they say ultra fine mist, honey, they mean incredibly fine mist, but I do have plenty, so I'm going to pass along. Next up is the Item Beauty One Hit Setting Spray. They are also no longer a brand. I'll go ahead and declutter. Next up, this is the Dr. Brandt Hydrating Essence. I use this more as a skincare product, and it is also almost gone, so I'll hold on to that and try to get it finished up. Next up, we have the MAC Hyper Real Ceramizer Skin Balancing Hydration Serum. I think I used this one time, so I'm just going to go ahead and pass it along. Next up, another one that I've been getting pretty good use out of. This is the Fenty Beauty, the What It Do Makeup Refreshing Spray. Again, there's a difference in a full-on locking spray and then a refreshing spray or hydrating spray. I've kept a couple, so I'll go ahead and pass that along. Next up, I have this little sample of the Tatcha, the Liquid Silk Canvas. I wanted to test this out. I feel like I have enough. I don't even think I did try it yet. It can go. Next up is the NYX, the Plump Finish with Electrolytes Setting Spray. I feel like I have enough. I'll go ahead and pass it along. Next up is this Giorgio Armani, the Luminous Silk Hydrating Primer. I think I'm actually going to toss this. This is old, y'all. Like, a friend of mine had it and gave it to me, and I've had it for a couple years since she gave it to me. So that can go ahead and be decluttered as well. Let me keep that to the side. Next up is a favorite and a repurchase. This is the Charlotte Tilbury, the Airbrush Flawless Setting Spray. I love the mister on this. It does not have a strong fragrance or anything like that. It sets well on my skin. It gives a little bit of a hydration, and I do also feel like it prolongs the makeup, so we'll keep that. Next up, this was gifted from Smashbox. This is the original Photo Finish Primer. This does smooth and blur. I think I'll hold on to that. Next up is the Kaja. This is the Mist Me in a Pina Colada Hydrating Face Mist. I do feel like I've kept enough that are more kind of refreshers or mists so I can declutter. Next up, this is actually almost gone. I think I'm just going to toss it. This is the Professional, the Super Setter. This is another one that I do feel like, you know, this is another one that I do feel like actually prolongs the makeup wear, but I don't need that. I have plenty. Next up is the Milk Makeup. This is a newer launch for them. This is their Cloud Glow Foaming Primer. I really do like this, and I like the concept of this as well. The packaging is really cute, but you can see it literally looks like a foam or shaving cream. And when you kind of manipulate it into the skin, it feels literally weightless. Like there's no weight at all. It just feels like water. And then when it sets on the skin, it does feel very thin and very water-like, and it just gives a little bit of hydration to the skin. I really like this, and it's incredibly lightweight, like really nice for summertime, I feel like, especially. I love it, so I'll definitely hold on to that. Next up, I have a little mini of the KLARITY, the So Blown Blurring Primer. Again, I have enough. I can pass it along. Next up is another one that I've been getting a lot of use out of. This is the P. Louise Hydrate the Heartbreak Hydrating Primer. Again, typically what I'm going to have is things to help hydrate and refresh the skin. So I think I'll go ahead and hold on to that. Next up is the Ciate London, the Dewy Skin. I think because I kept the full size, like the plumping one, I can declutter. Next up is the IT Cosmetics Your Skin But Better 16-Hour Setting Spray. Again, I want to keep a couple of minis for travel, so I'll keep that. Next up is one that I'm going to go ahead and just try to finish up really quickly. It's the Iconic London, the Prep Set and Glow. I do not feel like this prolongs the makeup wear, but it looks lovely on the skin. As you can see, it has like a beautiful kind of sheeny, luminous quality to it. It looks incredible on my skin. I will say if you use a little bit too much, it's a little too much glow, but I'm going to keep this, put it in my everyday drawer, and get it panned. Then we're going to be rounding out the video with everything in here. Again, I'll try to go quickly. First up is the Voile. I hope I'm saying that right, or Voila. This is the Lasting Makeup Spray. I feel like I have enough, even though I do like to keep minis. I feel like I don't need it. I'll go ahead and pass it along. Next up is the e.l.f. Liquid Poreless Putty Primer. I feel like I have kept enough. I can go ahead and declutter. Next up is the Purlisse Soft Glow BB Base Primer. I haven't even opened this or used it. It can go. Next up is the Dominique Cosmetics, the Blur and Moisture Serum Primer. I think I really do want to try this, so I'll hold on to it. Next up is the Mud Masky, the Serum Infused Primer. I'm also going to put that in the maybe pile because that sounds lovely for my dry skin, y'all, but we'll see. Next up is the JOUER, the Moisture Primer, another favorite, especially if you do have dry skin. It does offer a beautiful level of moisturization, but it's very thin. Next up, we have the NYX Plump Right Back Plumping Serum Primer. I have not used that yet. I'll go ahead and pass it along. I have another of the BB Base Primers, so I think I'm going to go ahead and declutter that one too. Next up is the Laura Mercier, the Pure Canvas Primer. I can go ahead and declutter that. Next up, also something that's not supposed to be in here, is the Le Prunier, the Plum Screen SPF 31. I can go ahead and pass that along. Next up, I have another product from Ciate London, the Vitamin Boost Plumping Primer. Obviously, I kept the full size, so I do not need this. I'll go ahead and pass that along. Another favorite that's almost gone is the Milani Supercharged. This is a dewy primer. It offers a beautiful level of dew, and it has a yummy, like the Flintstones Push Pops, the orange creamsicle type scent to it. Lovely, but very light, like that, so I'm going to hold on to that. Next up is the Elemis Superfood, the Glow Priming Moisturizer. I feel like I have enough, so I can definitely declutter that. Next up is an all-time favorite and a repurchase for myself. This is the Laneige Glowy Makeup Serum. You can obviously use it as kind of a standard skincare serum, but it looks so beautiful. It's so hydrating and glowy underneath makeup, but incredibly thin, which I love. So holding on to that. Next up, we have a MAC Strobe Cream. This is in the shade Pink Light. I actually panned a whole one of these years ago, so I'm gonna hold on to that. I really do like that. And last, but not least, you guys, is the Sonage, the Hydrating Mist. I feel like I can pass that along as well. Let me count up what we are keeping and what we are decluttering, and I will BRB. All right, we are keeping 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. I think I'm gonna hold on to both of these. So 25 and 26. So I'm keeping 26. And we are decluttering 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, and 29. So keeping 26 and decluttering 29. That is where I wanted to be. I was trying to declutter by half and also just make room in my drawer for all of my primers and my setting sprays. How do you guys think I did? I would love to know, what are your favorite primers? What are your favorite setting sprays? And how do you think I did? Don't forget, I do have a new channel. It is called Darissa Explains It All, where you get to see a more candid look at me and my life. And I appreciate you guys so much for being here. Thank you for taking the time to come and watch. Please don't forget to subscribe and give the video a thumbs up if you do enjoy. Thank you to my beautiful channel members. I love you. Stay happy, healthy, and safe. And of course, be your own best beautiful. Bye, beauties.